I want you to dance tonight with the same ecstasy I've seen in you only once before.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most impressively assembled dance sequences from classic Hollywood films.
I want to show Mr. Gordon how much you've just taught me.
No, never mind.
Oh, thank you very much. That's very sweet of you.
Please.
I'm very anxious for Mr. Gordon to see this because I think it's the most interesting experiment.
That time frame unfortunately doesn't extend to the 1970s, so we won't be including incredible choreography from movies like All That Jazz. Number 10, Isn't It a Lovely Day? Top Hat.
Weather is frightening, the thunder and lightning seem to be having their way. But as far as I'm concerned, it's a lovely day.
The best choreography tells a story. And if Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers could do anything, they could communicate themes and story arcs with the tap of their toes. There are many gorgeous dance sequences in Top Hat, including the movie's namesake and the famous cheek-to-cheek scene. But in Isn't It a Lovely Day, Astaire and Rogers deliver a compelling representation of two people just beginning to fall in love. The way Rogers takes a little more cajoling to ease into the choreography, mimicking Astaire before she really comes into her own, is a thing of genius. Number 9, Bohemian Dance, Funny Face.
Gentlemen, I wonder if you'd mind if I had my own small conversation with this lady.
They don't understand English.
You were talking English?
Yes, well, it's a little hard to explain, but you see, it's all part of practicalism. We don't have to communicate with words.
Audrey Hepburn immediately proves her statement to Fred Astaire when she expresses herself through dance in the 1957 classic Funny Face. Choreographed by Astaire and Eugene Loring, this dance from Funny Face is one of the film's most impressive. Hepburn, joined by two strapping young men, artfully twists and leaps her way through a smoky bar, all in the name of creativity. Here, Hepburn is operating at peak physical capacity, each move intentional and filled with tension. Yet there's a sensuality to the dance that offsets its inherent silliness, together creating something a little more interesting. The icing on the cake? Astaire looking on, completely baffled. Number 8, The Red Blues, Silk Stockings. Choreographing large ensemble numbers can be tough, but in Silk Stockings, Eugene Loring and Hermes Pan had it down to an art. The Red Blues is the big number in the film, consisting of a bunch of characters lamenting about the ways in which communism has stymied their creative lives.
We got the red blues. That's what we say. Red blues.
The funniest bits of choreo involve dancers freezing in place when important leaders walk through the door. But the highlight is the dance's final moments, where Sid Charisse finally takes a whirl on the floor. The camera follows her as she dances with numerous partners, each step more beautiful than the last. Number 7, Broadway Melody, Singin' in the Rain. This is perhaps Gene Kelly and Stanley Donen's most famous piece of work, and one of their best. Every dance sequence in 1952's Singin' in the Rain is a work of art, but this fantasy scene is transcendent.
That Broadway rhythm, riding, beating rhythm. Gotta dance.
Broadway Melody tells the story of a young yokel who comes to New York City to make a name for himself. Along the way, he falls in love and is left wanting by a dame gone bad. There are barely any words in Broadway Melody, just the artistry and story of Donnan and Kelly's choreography. The ensemble perfects the piece, but the pièce de résistance is the windswept duet between Kelly and Sid Charisse. Number 6. The Barn Dance, 7 Brides for 7 Brothers. When there are this many moving parts, it's tough to make anything look coherent. But somehow, the barn dance in 7 Brides for 7 Brothers finds a way. The result, one of the most famous dance sequences ever committed to the silver screen. The choreography is not only athletic as all get out, but incredibly intricate. It requires perfect steps and placement at all times. If one thing goes wrong, everything could go wrong. As the number goes on and things get more buoyant and exciting, it's a miracle these dancers were able to commit this to film history in the way they were. Number 5. Jumpin' Jive, Stormy Weather. It's a shame that the Nicholas brothers aren't more famous than they are, but even if you don't know this famous tap duo by name, you've probably seen them perform in Jumpin' Jive. This sequence is the finale for 1943's Stormy Weather, a Hollywood musical featuring an all-black cast. It's not the biggest dance number in the film's runtime, but it certainly is the most electric. The Nicholas brothers have some of the tightest moves you've ever seen, perfectly in sync with each other and effortlessly explosive. At the end, when the brothers leap over each other down the stairs and land in splits, it's hard to believe your eyes. Number 4. The Girl Hunt Ballet, The Bandwagon. What better way to tell a murder mystery than with a ballet? Add in a noir-soaked Fred Astaire voiceover, and you've got us hooked.
I could smell trouble a mile off. And this poor kid was in trouble. Big trouble.
The ballet follows a detective as he tries to uncover the connection between 2 mysterious women and a murder that's occurred. Sid Charisse stars as both femme fatales, one blonde and seemingly innocent, the other dangerous and enticing.
She was bad. She was dangerous. I wouldn't trust her any farther than I could throw her. She was selling hard, but I wasn't buying.
The action follows Astaire's detective through multiple glorious set pieces, including an acrobatic dance fight with prop guns and an unbelievably sexy duet with Charisse in a smoke-filled bar. Number 3. The Ballet, An American in Paris. When Gene Kelly decides to call a number "That's entertainment," you best believe he means it. An American in Paris is a 1951 classic musical choreographed entirely by Kelly, and includes one of his most ambitious pieces ever. The ballet at the end of the film crosses over numerous sets, has tons of extras, and showcases complex and unique choreography that took the world by storm. At one point, the dance changes from a jaunty, colorful tap number to a swooningly romantic ballet in the snap of a finger. Kelly takes audacious leaps with his choreography here, both figuratively and literally. Number 2, the Ballet of the Red Shoes, The Red Shoes.
Why do you want to dance?
Why do you want to live?
Sometimes choreography and cinema come together to create something that can only be achieved through the power of film. Though some dance experts were critical of The Red Shoes when it was initially released in 1948, looking back at the film now, it's hard to fault it. That magical quality that some critics found too unrealistic is what makes the ballet at the center of it all one of cinema's finest. It was choreographed almost entirely by Robert Helpmann, who also had a role in the film. But Leonid Massin, who played the quirky and pivotal shoemaker, was given license to come up with his own moves. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Good Morning, Singin' in the Rain. What a great way to start the day. From this moment on, Kiss Me Kate. We love this whirlwind of a colorful masterpiece. Duet, My Sister Eileen, a duet from two of the best. Dream Ballet, Carousel. The Dream Ballet will always have that Agnes de Mille touch. Pick Yourself Up, Swing Time. Nothing better than a classic Fred and Ginger duet. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Cool, West Side Story.
I want to get even. Get cool. I want to bust cool. I want to go cool.
When you've got Jerome Robbins on your team, you're bound to wind up with some of the best choreography in movie history. There are so many astounding dance moments in West Side Story. From the famous prologue to the exhilarating America. To this day, however, Cool feels fresher than ever.
Cool! Go! Crazy! Cool! Go! Crazy! Go!
In this sequence, performed by the Jets, Robbins' choreography feels like rage incarnate. The number is impeccably blocked, and when the Jets can no longer repress their anger, it explodes out of them in leaps and bounds. Robbins uses the choreography to deliver an emotional arc, and his dancers execute it perfectly.
Just play it cool, boy. Real cool.
Which classic choreography do you think you could pull off? Let us know in the comments. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.